Hi, it's Debbie Donovan from Londonderry, New Hampshire with Be Happy Cards and Crafts. Today we're going to be making, we're going to be making tulips. I just wanted to, flowering tulips. I have a couple different tulip stamp sets, so I wanted to make sure I knew what the name was. And we're using flowering tulip dies. Oh, wait a minute. Tulip dies, they're just called. Mostly the tulip dies because we're going to make 3D tulips. And I just wanted to remind you that it's still celebration time with the little catalog. So for every $50 purchase you make, you get to pick from this small catalog. Time is running out here. It goes out the end of the month on February 28th. So if you want to get something for free, and there's some really nice things in here. I've got everything in here already. A couple of things. Love this paper. And and I've ordered a few extra things because I just had the credit to get the free things from my orders from this book, which this book will be going, staying in around with our annual catalog until June 30th. So you don't have to worry about anything in this book. It's just you lose the chance to get a free item with your $50 purchase. And if you do a $150 purchase, or if you do a $100 purchase, you can do, there's a couple items in the back that are for a $100 purchase. And if you do a $150 purchase, if you do a $100 purchase, you can also... That's not it. That's one of my favorite stamp sets. That is a $100 purchase item. It comes with the stamp set and the bird. I did that a couple weeks ago. But if you do a $100 purchase, you can do you can make it turn it into your kit. Join Stampin' Up. Just join it for the 6 months that it goes, and you can take advantage of the 20% discount in order for the next 6 months. And if you like it, you can continue. So just contact me for more information on that. If you do $150, you can do a workshop order, which is, you can get this free camellia stamp, which I think I'm going to feature that in one of my upcoming videos because it's really pretty. I haven't stamped with it yet, but I've seen some really pretty things done with it. So time is running out to get some free stuff, so I'm just promoting that for you. I'm going to see if I can get me on here on the computer so that I can see who's on, because I can never see that. I always forget how to do it. I don't see me, so do a refresh. There we go. Make sure it's just promoting that video. Sorry about that. This way I can try to see the comments when I turn you down. Okay, so today we're going to be using the tulip paper too. We're going to be making a Gatefold card, which I haven't made very many of, but they're pretty easy. This is also called the Flower and Fields Tulip paper. You can see I've used quite a few different sheets of it. We're going to be using this purple, to match my purple nails, today. Because I'm going to be making purple tulips. Sorry about that. This way I can try to see the comments. Oh, goodness. When I turn you down. Got it. Yeah. Turn myself off. I was getting a double thing. And these are the stamps, the dies we're going to use. So I'm going to turn you down so that you can see the dies because they're very unique to make the tulips. And they're kind of intimidating if you look at them at first to see which ones, but they're very easy to make the tulips, I found, because I went on and watched a couple videos and said, now these are the, I'm going to put them on the little mat here so you can see them. Now this is one. You'll need to cut out. Basically, this is the darker purple one I cut out. I also cut it out in rich raspberry, and I cut another one of them out. You'll use this center for all of them. You'll use this V part for all of them. It's just the outside that you use that makes the different ones. So here's one of the ones that you make. They're sticking on the magnet really well. Here's another one, and you can see, if you can, I don't know if you can see these little score lines here that kind of show you. You wrap it right around. And then there's this die here. And so it's pretty easy once you get the dynamics learned. And then there's the stems and leaves I cut out. And there's this really cool die right here that I decided to use for my one of the sides of the card, just because I liked it and I wanted to use it. So let me put that aside, and we'll get my little card, my little envelope pieces, and I'll show you how to put together these tulips very easily. I need my dimensionals. I have a couple started just because I wanted to show, you know, to be able to remember which ones went where. Get my leaves for later. I haven't even made a card with this yet, so you're going to be learning right along with me. So I want 3 of these because I want 3 tulips. So, and I know I'm going to be using 3 of these. And I'm going to use, let's see which one this is. Only one of these. I cut 2 out. I think I'll use this one. So I'll take this one away because I didn't realize at first it had that color in it. So here's all the pieces. And I took the wrong one away. I have a purple. I have this one. Okay, I guess I wanted that one. Okay, those are the ones I'm gonna do. So, what I did is my color palette is the Fresh Freesia, the Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Rich Raspberry, because that's the colors on the DSP. It matches very well. I didn't know until I pulled the paper that it had the Rich Raspberry, so I added that after. And then you're going to want some dimensionals. And there's little fold lines here on the tulip pieces, on the big pieces. You're going to just fold those in. And my nails are kind of short, but we'll work with it. On the bottom, they have little tiny score marks on them that you can see. And you're going to want to put it on the wrong spot. You're going to want to put it on the bottom of these. Sorry, I was building it on the outside so you can see the bud peeking through. And this one goes this way because you can see how it just wraps around. Nope, this is the one. Learning curve. It does go this way. It just doesn't have one of these purple parts. So we'll save that for one of the other ones. This is the bud. So what I'm going to use to put them down is you can use glue or you can use the mini glue dots. And I'm going to use the mini glue dots because they stick quicker than the glue does. So I'm going to just put this one on so it folds down on itself a little. I think I grabbed the wrong ones because these seem a little bit big. But that's okay, they work. They're sticky. Now you're going to want to cover that bottom of that bud. So you pull your paper over, just put the glue dot in there, gives it some dimension. Not the glue dot, the dimensional gives it some dimension. So there's our bud. So we're doing a bud in that color. Just add a glue dot on top of this. Add my second one. Then we're going to add the dimensional to the back of this. I like the larger dimensionals. They're nice to work with. Now when you fold this one, you'll see that it actually, you'd think that you'd put your piece down here, but that's why it's best to fold them in first. It actually goes this way. I'll get my dimensionals. And this first one I fold in half because it's a large, not dimensionals, these are glue dots, sorry. Sometimes I just misspeak. So there's second one. And I'm trying to think if I wanted the bud in that color or in this color. Before I do it, let's just see what piece I have. I wanted one of the bigger flowers in that color, so I think looks like I need to move this up a little bit. This is the bottom, I thought. But that's the bottom, so like I said, I haven't made them into a card So yesterday was the first day that I was making and working with these. I'm just gonna pull that dimensional up. And I haven't made a card with them yet, so hopefully the dimensions that I chose are gonna work. Okay, now my bud needs to go up. So that it sticks up a little bit from what I had it. Now I did it again. Actually needs to go the other way. It's difficult on this one to figure out. Yeah, it goes down here. You just don't want it to show beyond this part. So let me get that. That'll work. Okay. There. Sorry about that. See, everybody makes mistakes. So we'll get a glue dot because this is a little piece right there. And there's my purple bud. Boy, that was a difficult one. So I want to make this one using the rich raspberry. And this is the easiest one to make. Thank goodness, right? Let's see. Glue dot, dimensional. The card will be easy, hopefully, once I get all this part on. Another dimensional. Because this one just goes right over. I have a very happy cat laying on the floor next to me. My big cat, Murphy, he's 22 pounds, and when he stretches out, he's longer than a yardstick. I have my heater going, and he's laying right in front of it. We've had some cold days here in New Hampshire. But it's February, so of course it's cold. It's winter. And the cats just love the heater. Glue dot on this side. And he's all stretched out on his back, and he's just in heaven. So here's my third style of. That way we have two big ones and a bud. So depending on how I lay them on the card will be, I have the two buds, which way I pick, which ones I pick, which color I pick. And I already have the leaves cut. Now for the card itself, you're going to need the card base. Let's see, I have everything piled here. The card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 2 and 3/4. I can't even figure this out myself. And scored at 7. So you're going to score at 2 3/4, and again at 7. And then a piece of white for the inside, which is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then for the DSP for the left view side, it'll be the left side on my view, is for the larger side anyways, is 5 1/4 by 2.5. And then for the right side, the smaller side, is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And this is the one that I did the cutouts on. It's cut out underneath the little piece here, just to give it some interest. And it's just the other side of the DSP. And then the center I made larger than what they had, so I could get my little tulip bouquet on there, which I did a 3-inch by 3.5, and then of the white, and 3 1/4 by 3 3/4 of the evening evergreen. So those are the measurements, which I will put on my website after, and there'll be a link to it. So I think I'm going to put the card together first. That way I can see which ones I like better for the colors, the color scheme, which ones go better. So always use a bone folder to burnish your edges, get them nice and folded even here, but you want them nice and sharp. And then, like I said, the larger of the DSP will go on this side. So sticky. I'm opening that just so I can look. and get this even. You want an even border all the way around your card. And I should be using this mat. Now, this I'll do. I don't know why this one is so sticky. No, it's not going to stick at all. I don't want to do where the, I want it just little pieces where the openings are so it doesn't have, I just filled it last week, so I can just always have my emergency gun with me. This is a skinnier tape, so I can just run it next to it. It's what I use for scrapbooking. And now I want the darker on the bottom. And for some reason, I'm going to have to cut this because the measurement, I cut it the same. Let me get my cutter. Got the sticky on it, so it's going to be a little difficult here. But I need to cut. I might need to cut a little bit more off on that side. I just didn't want to get too close to the decorative cutting that's on it. Sorry about that. And we'll trim a little tiny bit off on this side. And I'll add some more. Glue. That'll give us the 1/4 inch we were missing. I must have cut the wrong measurement. Definitely, I cut the wrong measurement. So I just need to add some again on these little edges. Well, I hope this card comes out really pretty for all the little mistakes I've made. Okay, so now we're going to set that one aside, and we're going to put the glue on this. Okay, and I'm just going to lay it on the top here to see the colors that I want to use. Definitely one of these. And this one. So those are definite. And I think I want to add another sticky thing there. And I kind of think that if I put this one here, this one up here, I could put the little bud here. I could use that color. Or let's pull it in and swap them around. And I have some ribbon. This is 3-color ribbon. I really like this ribbon, so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'll put that bud in the box over there, and I'll get the glue. And hope for the best. Oh yeah. Wanted another glue dot on the top of this. Roll it in there. There. So hopefully my glue is working for me. Just let me try it in my trash. Is because they're very thin stems. Actually, I want to go with the highest one first, so I know I have to cut them off, so I'm not worried about I just want to get the glue on there. Sorry, I'm going over time here a little bit. That's what happens when you make mistakes. I won't do the center of the card. The center of the card is going to be a happy birthday message stamp. The glue just doesn't want to flow for me either. It's working very hard. I guess it's just one of those days. And as you can see, this stem can go either way, depending on which way you put the glue. And before the little one, I have some leaves. I'll bring out my bigger glue. Hopefully that one's working. Get the bud on there. Oh, yeah. So I'll put the leaf on first. So the bud can be peeking out from the leaf. And I have a little leaf. See if I want to put it up there. Almost done. Get a little glue dot on this. These are not good scissors for cutting ribbon. I have ribbon cutting scissors, but they're behind me. Okay. Now, you're gonna place your card in the center. I want the glue to go. It's the dark card. Let that fall. Which is a little bit difficult when it's a 3D part. So there is your card, and when it opens up, it'll have the white center. I think I need to put a little something right there to keep it shut. I probably should have put these on this side. Like I said, I haven't made a lot of gatefold cards, but the card came out pretty for all the mistakes I made on it. So Someone's going to get a pretty card for their birthday. It's January, February, March birthdays. So I'm going to turn you back up. Hi, Valerie and Cynthia, Sarah and Caleb. Hope you all enjoyed this. Sorry it was so long. And then the few mistakes I made. But I think the card came out pretty. Anyways, you know, besides the mistakes. So, I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. And I think next week we're going to go under the sea. I want to do my sea card. I have a nice scene, and I think it's called Seize the Day. So we'll seize the day next week. So have a good week. Bye.